Even when it meant taking difficult positions, he chose to remain true to his belief. That is why people respected him. They may not have always agreed with him, but they never doubted his sincerity. When he joined the Progressive Liberal Party, he did so with the same conviction that had defined his life. That service was sacred, and that every decision should be weighed against the needs of the Bahamian people. In cabinet, he gave steady counsel. As Minister of Environment and Natural Resources, he carried our country's message to the world, that we are stewards of God's creation, and that protecting our land and water is not a choice but a duty. But Vaughan was not only a public official, he was a husband, a father, a friend. His love for his wife Cassandra, his child, and his family was clear to all who knew him, and he carried that same care and compassion into every space he entered. Our country has lost a man whose life was dedicated to lifting others. Vaughan's journey from a young man in a Lutheran to a trusted voice on the radio to a pastor, advocate, parliamentarian, and minister is one that reminds us that service takes many forms. His voice may now be silent, but the example he leaves behind will echo for generations. On behalf of Anne, myself, my family, and the government of the Bahamas, I extend our deepest condolences to Cassandra, their child, and the entire Miller family. May they find comfort in knowing that Vaughan lived a life of purpose, guided by faith and dedicated to his country. May his soul rest in peace, and may his memory continue to inspire us all to serve with conviction and with heart. And so, that is the word on Brother Vaughan Miller. And then we had the passing of another gentleman. Let me see if I can find his information. But he was a trade unionist. Let me see if I can find that information, because I'm sure I had it here somewhere. So we lost two great persons last night. Let me see if I can find it. No, I can't find it. I'm going to find it in a minute. Let me give me a second to look for it. But I like I say, I extend sincere condolences to the community of Green Castle on the passing of Brother Vaughan Miller. Oh, the Secretary General of the Public Services. Sorry, the Secretary General to the Public Service has died. It says Secretary General for the Public Service, Mr. O'Neill Thurston, has died, and that was this morning. It says he was just a part of the negotiations for the gaming board with President Kingsley Ferguson, but he was having some complications during those negotiations. He passed away suddenly this morning, and so we extend sincere condolences to the family of O'Neill Thurston as well, who passed away this morning. He was the Secretary General in the public, or for the public service, and so we want to thank his family who lent him, thank the families of Vaughan Miller and the family of O'Neill Thurston who lent them to us, and these men who gave of themselves. We want to thank the family for giving them to our country, and we're going to celebrate them, and we're going to honor them as they rightly deserve. It is sad, it's unfortunate, but God gets the glory out of all things, and none of us can tell God how to do his business. We just have to know that God knows exactly what he is doing. I don't like this. This phone is dying. Why is this dying? Here, I'm trying to see. My phone looks like it's dying, and I don't want it to die while we doing this. So bear with me. Let me see.